All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this power-packed webinar. Again, if you're tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from. You're going to hear something this evening that is going to absolutely change your life. All right. And as you heard there, Les Brown is my #1 motivational speaker. If you heard some of the words that he said, guys, I tell you what, it'll change the way you think about certain things in your life. And these are basic things that he's talking about, but most of us don't take the time out to think about what he's saying. Okay. One of the major things that he said, and this is very, very true. He said your income is in proportion to your 5 closest friends. So, for example, if 5 of your closest friends is homeless, guess what? You're probably going to be the next one. If 5 of your closest friends are making $30,000 a year, guess what? You're probably making around the same. If 5 of your closest friends are 6-figure and 7-figure earners, guess what? You're probably going to be making the same if you stick around them and learn and change your mindset of what they're doing. So what we're bringing you into today is not just the physical realm of what can happen physically to your bank account, but what can happen mentally if you decide to change, if you decide to take the plunge into what we're going to talk about. All right. Me and my partner that you're going to hear from today, we're multiple 6 and 7-figure earners, guys. We've earned a lot of money in this space. Okay. And we continue to do so. But our major goal is to help other people do the same thing, to duplicate, so to speak, what we have in place. And one of the main things that you have to understand and tap into is one word. That word is leverage. Okay. You're either, excuse me, you're either leveraging something or leveraging your money, or you're being leveraged. Let me say that one more time. You got to think about what I just said. You're either leveraging your time and your money, or you're being leveraged. It's one or the other. Okay. So what we're going to talk about today, guys, is going to be life changing. Those of you who has made it here, welcome. This is not a coincidence that you are here today. All right. So just a little snippet about me. I'm handing over to my partner, Anderson. Guys, especially if you're new, I'm the passive income guru. I've been in this industry, guys, since the early 2000s, well over 2 decades in this industry. A combination of network marketing, affiliate marketing, investing, all three of those things, a combination of 2 decades, guys. So I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I've experienced a lot. All right. I've had ups and downs. I've had times where I was up. I had times when I was down. That's the whole point of being an entrepreneur. Okay. But you got to stick to the plan. You got to continue to be a visionary. So fast forward, I just wanted, guys, only thing I wanted when I got into entrepreneurship was time freedom. I wanted to control my time. That's it. I didn't want nothing else. Now the income started coming in, of course, as I started to get more value in the industry. I learned about giving value in the industry from a couple of mentors back in 2006. 2006 to 2008 is when I really studied the art of attraction marketing and learning how to become attractive in the market, how to get people to come to me, how to provide value and understand my niche market. And when I understood that, and when I understood the fundamentals and the psychology of marketing, guys, it was game over after that. Okay. And then, fast forward to 2014, I was able to quit my job and say, hey, I'm done. And I haven't looked back ever since. Okay. So that's just a little snippet about me. To learn more about me, you can go to prodigymarketingonline.com to read my story. But we want to fast track into this presentation, guys, to show you what we have here. Okay. And what we have here, guys, I don't get excited about a lot of things. Again, I've seen everything in 2 decades. There's only a small portion of things I get excited about. And if you pay attention in these next, I'll say 2 to 4 weeks, you're going to see exactly what I'm consistently excited about. And not only that, I'm consistently excited about other people winning at the same time. We're going to show you proof that other people are winning with what we have. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Anderson. We've been in partnership. We've been knowing each other, I think, about 5 years now, Anderson?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
5 years, ladies and gentlemen. We've been in the trenches. we've been in this thing, and we know the ins and outs of what we're doing, and we just want to share it with you. Okay, we can be selfish. We could have been selfish. Say, hey, you know what? We have a good thing. We got a few people in. You know, we got clients in. They're making money. Let's just keep it to ourselves. But that's not who we are. We want to share this thing with you because there's people out there like yourself, if you're on here, that you're looking for something different. You're looking for a way out. Okay, maybe to supplement your income, to replace your income. But again, it comes back to, what do you want to leverage? Are you want to continue to be leveraged at a corporate, corporate state, a job? If you're happy with your job, this is great. Continue to do that, supplement your income. But a lot of people that come here and find me online, they're not happy with what they're doing. So I'm here to hopefully bring a solution to you. So without further ado, Anderson, let the people know, what do we have for them moving forward, and what can we do for them in a passive income state moving forward?
Okay. So this is probably the third webinar that we've done, right? So let me share my screen here. You see my screen, Ontarian?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you good to go.
Yeah, so basically what this is a Forex bot. If anybody knows, I'm sure a couple of people have already, dabbled in the Forex bot, but my thing is that mine is not, mine is nowhere near what the ones that you see out there. I mean, all the ones that you see out there are basically, they're all the same. They're literally all the same. They all do the same thing. If their strategy is not martingale, then it's hedge. If it's not hedge, then it's grid. I mean, that's like that's and 90, I say 90% are probably martingale or some type of martingale, and none of those bots are successful. Eventually, your account will blow. That's just how it is. Although people don't exactly know, I'm not saying that martingale can't be good when there's a ranging market, but that ranging market was a couple years back. I'd say about 4 or 5 years back, right? Yes, martingale. That's the reason why there actually was so many martingale bots, because a couple years back, the market was ranging for about 3 or 4 years. So yeah, definitely people made money, but now the markets are different. So you can't continue to use, because the markets are trending, and that's the reason why people are losing money. So basically that's why I tell people, that those particular bots are made for one certain condition, and as soon as it breaks out of that condition, your account's in trouble. And there's nothing that you can, well, I'm not saying there's nothing you can do about it. You either take your loss, or you put money in to try to save the account, or you do what you have to do. But my bot here doesn't do hedge, doesn't do martingale, doesn't do grid, doesn't do any of those strategies. It is strictly find the trend, enter the trend, exit the trend. That's it. So it is basically like me trading on your account. I put my entry in, I put a stop loss, I put my take profit. The only thing that bot technically it does manage is the trailing. That's probably the non-human factor, in the bot is the trend. Not that a person can't trail by themselves manually, but all in all, this is how it is. So now, basically, here is, I've tested this for a little over a year. Ran out a real account. It's done, it's done miraculous. The way we've designed it, and I won't lie to you, my strategy is very simple. I don't make it very complicated. It's literally based on the moving average and Fibonacci. If you're a trader, you know what that is. It is very simple, and I don't make things complicated, because as soon as you complicate things, that's when you have issues. So I don't like to complicate. Thanks very much. So as you see, you can see, and this is right here. This is an indicator that works with the EA. And as you can see, right now we're looking at gold. As you can see, the accuracy here of where it enters its signals. Now, don't think, like, I just want to give you an example of it. Don't think every single arrow like this. Don't think that every single arrow a trade opens up. That's not how it works. The first signal is based on the arrow, but the entry is based on Fibonacci. Just because this arrow opened does not mean that a trade will open up. Because once it reaches a certain level, that's when to open the trade. Because I'll tell you right now, there would not have been a trade open on this, only because it didn't go far enough. Now this, on the other hand, definitely a trade would have opened up. Because I'll tell you right now, the entry would have been right here, right here. As soon as it started ranging, it would have entered a trade right here. So let me just go to. Can you see my screen, Ontarian?
Oh yeah, we still good.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I had issues last time. So this is the Excel file for the entire year that we've ran it from. Actually technically started in 2019. This was our starting balance. It was 1,500 right there, and then you can see.
No, Anderson, we can't see your screen.
Oh, you can't see my screen.
Not on the Excel file.
Okay, hold on a second. Resume share. New share. Okay. I have to do this. Now, can you see it?
Not yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we
okay.
see it now. We're good.
Okay. So now, this is the beginning balance. This started in 2019. And we worked all the way up to all the way up until the end. Right around December 2020 is when we ended. Let's see, right around here. Right around here. And then we closed out. Now this is a download from my FX book. These stats right here and all the profits and losses right here. So if I scroll all the way down, I just want to show you everything now. As you can see right here, these were the gains percentages that we made, right? From January all the way up to December. Mind you, these gains are based on risking 10%, basically 10% per trade. This is how we got these numbers. That's why I just want to make it very clear. Because some people, they'll call in and be like, well, can you tell me the realistic numbers? Don't ask me the question. These are realistic numbers. I am not BSing. These are realistic numbers. And if you want to get these numbers, you have to risk 10% per trade. These are realistic numbers. Okay. Now, if people are going to ask about drawdown, now my partner finally found all of our information. So I got the full MyFX book. Here it is right there. As you can see, our original starting balance was 1,500, right?
This is what people been wanting to see right here, man.
Yeah,
So
my original balance was 1,500, right? You can see our drawdown, our max drawdown didn't even hit 25%. At the average monthly gain was 80%. Mind you, this is based, I have to keep saying it because I want to make sure that everybody understands. This is based on 10% risk in order to get these numbers. Okay, this was the average monthly gain. This was the high. Because people are gonna ask, but what about drawdown? This was the drawdown right here. Okay, and you can already see, and literally in about a year, we took 15,000 and we flipped it to $20,000.
You mean 1,500?
I'm sorry, 1,500 to $20,000.
So wait a minute. You went from 1,500 with this particular EA with this
Yes.
software to with $20,000.
Yes, for the year.
That's
So I know people are gonna ask, well, can you start with a lower balance? Absolutely. You can start with $1,000. You can start with $1,000. Like people who want to fully buy the EA, pay your bot fee. You can start off with $1,000, and you will make the money back. You will absolutely, like, we started with 1,500, and I'll tell you this right now. Some people probably can say, "Wow, 10% risk is a lot." Well, to truly be honest with you, we were actually trying to blow the account. When we did 10% risk, we were trying to see if we can blow the account, and we went an entire year and we didn't blow the account.
So wait a minute. Let me back up for a second.
Okay.
You purposely, when you started with $1,500,
Yes.
you purposely risked 10% per trade.
Yes.
To see if the account was going to blow.
To see if it was going to blow.
It didn't reach even 25% drawdown.
Nope.
It's worse.
Yep.
That's not heard of in this industry, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening right now, it's unheard of. It's unheard of. So go ahead, continue, Anderson. I'm just going to bring a few points out just to reiterate and reemphasize what people are looking at.
So, I won't lie to you. We were shocked. We didn't think it would, we'd make it this far. But then again, what we were trying to prove to ourselves is that the accuracy was there, and we basically proved it. So, we never went past 25%. And you saw our average gains that we were having, each month, and these include the losses. They're like these all include the losses. Let me let's just go to any month. Let's just go look at some losses here.
So the software, so since it trades like a human, it loses, and it loses as well.
Absolutely. So it's the stop losses hit, a couple of times. Let's see if I can try to find them. We definitely taking losses here. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. We've definitely taken losses within the month. This is, what is it? This is January 2020, right? These are all losses right here. Just saw another one here. Yeah, these are all losses.
And the most important thing is the software covered those losses through the more profit.
Right. So it looks like in the month of January we took. Oh, here's another one here. Here's another one. Actually, this was 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is actually 5 here. 5 in January. Right. So if you look at the beginning balance, right, the beginning balance of the month, I guess we started out with $3,837, right? Hold on one second. I'm trying to get the whole screen in here. Okay, there we go. Trying to get January in. No, let's bring it down again. Okay, there we go. Right, so from if I could just, I'm trying to get the profit for the entire January.
So Anderson, while you're looking at that, so this particular software not only trades with the trend, but it also has a stop loss.
Yes, absolutely.
And not only that, when it goes into a certain, when it increases a certain amount of pips, it has a trailing as well.
Absolutely.
Can you tell the new folks who don't know anything about stop losses or trailing, or just trailing, what's the significance of a trailing stop loss?
The trailing stop loss is basically when it enters a trade and then it goes, up or down, 20 pips, and then it moves the stop loss to basically to break even. So, normally how the market works, if it goes a certain distance, it really should continue. Once it hits that particular distance, it should continue further. It's either going to continue further or it's going to head back. Right? So that's why, sometimes we'll break even. If you look at here, we broke even here, So it's going to happen, but the thing is that this is it's very important that we have this in place. This protects you from these fake breakouts that, especially these dollar pairs that they consistently do, to try to catch you, and this is why the trailing basically helps eliminate as much stop losses being hit as best as possible.
And that's
as far as the trailing goes.
That's a great component to have in place. Like I said, I mean, I've been in the EA game for a long time. I haven't seen a software that has those components in there. It's just not out there. So this is something that's very special in the sense that not only does it trade off for 4 hours, ladies and gentlemen, which is one of the more accurate ways to trade because of the higher time frame, but it has a stop loss and a trailing to even protect your account further. That's why you see on the spreadsheet that this particular account went from $1,500 to over 20,000 because of those parameters in place. That's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Could you walk us through a trade? Actually, better yet, this past week we had 2 profitable trades on the GBP pairs.
Yes.
Could you walk us through the GBP JPY and GBP USD? Could you walk us through on how that executed?
Okay. Let's see.
And we'll show, later on in the webinar, we'll show the actual wins of those pairs from a few clients.
Let's see, screen desktop. Do you see the screen?
Yes, sir. You're good.
Okay, so make sure. So we had, I think we had GBP, right? And we had GBP USD, right? And we also had GBP JPY.
Right.
Okay. Hold on, let me just look at my phone real quick and see where that entry was. Look at that for me. Let's look at that real quick.
And it was definitely a sniper entry. Entry.
All right, so we entered. It was 1 point. I'm sorry. $1.37945. Right here. This is where it entered.
So that long candle, right? That long white candle.
Yep. So, and this opened on the 12-hour candle, which is, it opened this candle right here. And it opens a trade after the candle closes. So basically this candle right here. And so you can obviously see there was literally no drawdown here.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
There was literally no drawdown here. Because obviously when the next candle opened, it opened here. And then it probably went as high as here. So there was probably, fact, I can calculate it just by looking at it. 7 pips. There was 8 pip. There was an 8 pip drawdown on this. After that, it literally just dropped.
That was a beautiful move. Beautiful.
Yeah, it literally just dropped right after. You know, so I mean, it's, you know, the accuracy is there. You know, of course, you know, once in a blue moon, you know, we're gonna take a loss. It's not 100%, you know, perfect, but you know, we definitely make enough profit to cover any loss for the month. Any loss for the month.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And when it comes to drawdown, that's what a lot of people, that's the probably number one question I get when it comes to EAs. You know, is drawdown really a factor here when it comes?
No, drawdown is not a factor here because we're not using hedge, we're not using grid, we're not using martingale. This is basically straight stop loss. So there's nothing to worry about. As long as you not going crazy with your risk, you know, risking 50% per trade or what, you know, something like that, then obviously you have nothing to worry about. Drawdown is not even a factor. I don't think since we started, you ever heard anybody in the group say, you know, we having high DD. I don't think that hasn't even been talked about as far as, you know, drawdown in the group.
No, you're right. It has not happened at all.
Not even a factor.
Not at all. Okay. Does anyone have any questions before we continue in the chat? Anyone have any questions? Or if you're on Facebook, let us know if you have any questions so far. If all of this is making sense and you're getting or are excited, go ahead and drop a number 7 in the chat or in the comments, drop a number 7. Okay, drop a number 7. If this is making sense and you're getting excited about what you see, and if you've never seen this type of software before, I can honestly say it hasn't happened. It's not out there. Someone said, "Is there a spreadsheet for this?"
No, we don't have a spreadsheet for this year because after we were working on the final upgrades and then we released it this year.
Okay. So there's no spreadsheet for the 2021, ladies and gentlemen, because there were updates being made to the software.
Yeah, because I think our last month, I think the last few couple of trades in was, I think it was January. We had some leftover trades for January. Let me see. 2021. Okay. There's just not one here. Okay.
What's the other factor here? So the other thing that I love about this is it for those of you who are manual traders, you can actually literally copy what this software is doing. Hey, I've tried it, I've done it, and it works very well.
Yeah, because I mean, this is a trader's dream. I mean, you can literally trade off the signals, and you know, yeah, the bot, you know, has a later entry. But if you're a trader and you know you go ahead and put your support and resistance lines, you know, I personally would take the entry right at the, once I see that signal, I would jump right in. You know, like let me just give you like a perfect example.
Right at the arrow.
Yeah, right at the arrow. You know, as long as you have your support and resistance, charted up. But, you know, let me just give a quick scenario here. You know, like right here, this, you know, Why is it doing that? Oh, okay. You know, this right here is obviously a pretty strong demand zone right here. I mean, if you look, touched here once, touch here twice. Normally I like to wait after 2 or 3 touches. Once it hit here, and this was obviously not too far along, not too far away, I would have entered this right at the arrow here. I would have entered this right at the arrow here. Like it would have been no hesitation in entering in these trades right
Nice.
here.
Yeah, I see the accuracy. I see the
Yeah, as a man of trade, I mean, it's just, I could probably do even better here. I think obviously it's a downtrend.
man, that's a
You know?
lot of pips right there. That's a nice.
And normally, if you're as a manual trader, you can look at the chart, you already know where the trend is. I would take all the arrows going down. If you would take it here, look at that drop. If you would take it here, look at that drop. Like, look at the drops. When it goes in the direction of the trend, the pips you're getting is significant. Like, these are significant. Look, like these are significant. As long as you're going with the trend, you will get significant pips.
And it's more significant on the higher time frame.
Exactly. As far as the accuracy, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very nice. So some people are probably wondering, and I wonder too, how does this compare with the other EAs out there?
There's no EA like this. No, as far as I know, there's no other EA that basically does stop loss. All the other EAs, it's all about hedge, martingale, and this and that. That's all they do. And if there is one with stop loss, it's obviously not that great. Other than that, we would all know about it.
Mm-hmm.
We would all know about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you have any questions?
Any other questions? I think I saw one on Facebook.
Okay.
Virgil said, how much is the software and do we set it up or is it set up for us?
If you purchase the whole package, I can set it up for you. That won't be a problem.
All right. Yeah, we're going to get into the price here in a little bit, Virgil. Yeah. Lewis said, do we need to run it on a VPN? I'm pretty sure he's thinking about a VPS.
Yeah, a VPS. Yes, absolutely. I would suggest that, absolutely.
So the answer is yes, Lewis. Definitely a VPS, sir. Definitely a VPS. All right. Anybody else got any questions on the panel? All right.
No questions?
Not on the panel. We already answered the ones on the panel and also on Facebook so far.
Okay, so I just want to do a real quick. I'm going to try to do it every week now, a review on a particular bot. So one person's brought this one to my attention. And he's like, he wants me to compare the bot. Like, what's the difference between my bot? And as soon as he told me the bot, I already told him, I can already tell you it's no good. So I just want to get into here real quick. And I'm gonna do a bot I'm gonna try to do one every week. And if you guys want me to review a bot for you, you can go ahead and email me at TrendHunterX@yahoo.com and tell me that you want me to review this particular bot.
So we did have one more question come in.
Oh, go ahead.
The gentleman said, can you use this on indices?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
All right, O'Neill. So yes, you can use this on indices. Now, there's the settings will probably be.
Yeah, you would have to figure out the settings. I'm not. You would have to figure out the best settings in order to in order to put it on indices. It does indices, it does stocks, it does crypto. I'm trying to find something here. You know, it does, you know, here's US 30. Just dropped US 30 in here real quick. Hopefully it doesn't freeze up. VPS. See, here's US 30. Here's US 30 right here.
Very nice. They got some nice nice swings on it too, man. Wow.
You know, and you can play around with the settings in order, if you know, if you want the, you know, arrows to move, you know, to make the arrows a little bit more accurate, you can play with the settings in order to do that. Remember, this does not repaint. The indicator does not repaint. Wherever the arrows is, that's where it is. It's going to stay like that. So a wrong signal is a wrong signal. A good signal is a good signal. And I won't lie to you, this looks actually pretty good. So yeah, this looks pretty good.
Well, there you go, O'Neill. That should make you pretty excited, my man, on the indices part of it, and everybody else that trades indices. Justin said, what VPS do you recommend, and can you use? Well, that's, hold on, I'm getting mixed up between Justin and Justice. He said, what VPS do you recommend?
VPS that I recommend, it needs to be, give me 1 second, because the indicator does use a significant amount of memory. Give me 1 second if I can just look at my phone. So if you can have at least, I don't know if you know how the specs are. So if this, you know, if you have at least 2 cores, if the VPS has at least 2 cores and at least 2 gigabytes of RAM.
Okay. 2 core and 2 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, that's minimum. That's minimum on the RAM. The more, the better.
Okay.
Yeah, the more, the better on the RAM.
Gotcha. Justice said, can you use the EA on several accounts?
No, you cannot. You cannot. It can only be used on 1 account.
Okay. Okay. All right, go ahead. You go ahead, Anderson. Continue with your comparison, man. I think that's all the questions I see so far.
New share. So the one we are reviewing today, I was told about this on, I think, Monday. It's called, what was it called? It's called Hedgehog Pro, right? And the guy, I think I told you the guy.
Sounds like a hedger.
It is a hedge. When he told me it, like, I'm like, oh God, you know, I was like, you know, and of course, he, you know, the guy who, I think I told you who the guy was, I don't want to say his name, but he's like, yeah, they, you know, he so-and-so contacted me. They're like, oh, it's good. You know, it's, you know, I heard it's good, you know, this and that. Okay. I was like, well, it sounds like a hedge product. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it. So, hold on 1 second. Where is the screen share? So I found the longest running account with this bot, right? Which started, can you see the screen?
Oh yeah,
Ontarian?
we see it. Uh-huh.
Okay. This is the longest running, right? All the other ones that I saw literally started in August. So that doesn't tell you anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the heck that is. Okay. Let's let this load. Right here is really okay. I'm trying to. Why is it not letting me? Let me refresh this. Here we go. March. This one started in March. This is the longest running one that I saw. Right. First thing you can see, 50% drawdown. Red flag. Okay. But for me, red flag, you told me that the name was Hedge Pro, which already tells me that it hedges, which I've mentioned to people multiple times. Hedge, martingale, grid, dangerous, stay away from it. Stay away from it. I mean, there's nothing more I can say, but stay away from it. 50% drawdown, right, Altorian? And then not only 50% drawdown, the average monthly return, 10%. The average monthly return is 10%. And basically, there was a scenario where basically you risked 50% of your account to make 10. Right? So you put your account in jeopardy 50% in order to make 10. Now, okay, all right. You see how in my bot I tell you like we did 10% risk, right? And you saw those returns. In order to make about 10%, we only have to risk about 1 to 2% of your account to make about 10% a month. Okay? And your drawdown should never go past, I think it's like 6% or 7% drawdown to make that little 10% that you're looking for. Why would you do this? Okay. And if you're promoting this, why would you do why? What is the point of this? You're risking people's account for what? For you to make a couple of dollars? And you can already tell, and I can already tell just by looking at the MyFX book. Just looking at this screen, right? You see he made deposits and he made withdrawals. As soon as I saw this, I already start to look suspicious. And you can already tell by the graph where the dip happened, right? Right around in this August area, right? So I can already tell just by the graph before I even downloaded the Excel, right? I can already tell you, because I know how the process works. The drawdown got so high, right? And then in order for him to save the account, he had to add money. Okay. That's why for me, I am staying away from these bots. I am not putting my people on this type of scenario ever again. I will never do that. Okay. And here's the MyFX book for the guy that we just saw, right? This is a real account, by the way. Yeah, if you saw right, you see my screen I'll turn, right?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay, so let's go back to that August area where you saw that huge dip, right? I think it was around here. Bam. Deposit. Why would you deposit, right? Right here, he deposited $5,000, right? And he obviously only deposited $5,000 because his drawdown got way too high and he was trying to save the account, right? He did this on the 19th, right? And then look, he withdrew the money a couple of days later, I guess, when everything eventually turned around. This is what you need to avoid. You should be running something on your account where you can sleep at night and not worry about your account getting blown. And if you're promoting this is a shame. You shouldn't be promoting. You should not be promoting any type of thing like this. And I'm gonna make it very clear. Once again, if it hedges, if there's martingale, if there's grid, it is all dangerous. I don't know how more clear I can make it. Like, and I know some people are not exactly traders and they're promoting it. Some people are not exactly, whatever the case may be. Well, you know what? I'm telling you, Anderson is telling you. I'm telling you. If anybody who knows me knows that, I really shouldn't be questioned. I really shouldn't, because I know what I'm doing. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but give you a perfect scenario. And on Friday, I have we have our private clients that I traded on his account. So Ontarian and our Ontarian has access to the account as well. Ontarian, tell these people how much money did I make on this guy's account, and literally in a couple of hours.
So I'm looking at this now, ladies and gentlemen. This what I seen this Friday, what Anderson can do, his skill set, guys, in trading is just not what's my word? It's more of a prodigy type of thing that he does. And I'm looking at this account grow. So in a matter of a couple of hours, guys, kid you not, it's right before my eyes because I have access to our clients' accounts. Over $20,000, guys, in less than 2 hours, easily. Okay. So he knows exactly what he's doing. I've seen Anderson make $100,000 in a day trading. He knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to trading, and he designed this particular software. So to have a master trader, the way he trades, design this to where it not only protects your account, but you're able to make passive income and you can sleep at night, and be in partnership with him like that. And just what Les Brown said earlier, who you are in partnership with, who you are, your income is proportionate to who you hang around. So what is your income going to be like if you hang around us and you get involved with this? Just think about that. So this is life-changing information, ladies and gentlemen. Life-changing information.
So all I'm saying, guys, my review on this, no, absolutely not. Do not get in it unless you want to lose your money. Okay. And let me also make one thing clear. Okay. People tell me this all the time. Okay. But I've made money, but I made money off of it. But I've made money. But here's the thing though. I understand that you've made money, but eventually you will lose it. I'm not saying that you're not gonna make money, but I'm saying you will eventually take a huge loss to the point where now, okay, for me, I always try to tell people, don't wait until you get the loss and then you stop. I have, one particular friend, I'm not gonna mention his name. I told him about a particular bot, martingale. He's made a lot of money off of it. He made a lot of money off of it. And then it only took one scenario and he almost lost everything. One scenario, he lost everything. And it got to a point where he just realized he has to just accept the loss, that current loss, that it was in drawdown before he lost everything.
I remember you told me that, and that wasn't a small chunk of change either. It's a large amount of money. There's a large amount of money that he almost lost.
And the thing that I can say is, I'm sorry. I would have, I would never want something to actually happen to your account. But you know what? It's a shame that you actually had to wait until you took the loss in order to stop. So My review on this, absolutely not. Don't get in it because you will eventually blow your account. Simple fact.
Absolutely agree especially with the stats that you showed on the FX books and the Excel spreadsheet. It makes a lot of sense not to get involved with that at all. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the comparison is there's no comparison. We showed you not only the FX books for TrendHunterX, we showed you the gain, the drawdown, which was nothing. We showed you the gain, okay, the consistency of this. And again, we're very confident in saying you're not going to find anything else out there with what we have. It's not out there. And that's why we're doing these reviews as well, to show you there's no comparison. And we have the proof to back it up, okay? And so I wanted to see if I can show a couple of clients.
Yeah, can you go to our Telegram group?
Yeah, let me pull it up here.
Okay.
And let's see, where are we at? Right here. Let's scroll all the way down. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen.
Angie, you said what EM talking about? Are you talking about the I said to not get into?
All right. So this is our Telegram group, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we have to show this to show you that we're not just blowing smoke. This is really for testimonials is really for the critics out there, the naysayers, those who don't believe that we're real, those that don't believe that making money online is real. Okay, we have to show this to let you know that it is real. Okay, so this was very recent, this past week. We just told you earlier that we had 2 profitable trades, GBP JPY, GJ for short, GU for short, GBP USD trades that the software picked up and got everybody into profit for the week. So this is Connie. She made $185 hands-free for the week. Let's go up some. I believe this is Chris. Chris made $823 for the week, ladies and gentlemen, doing absolutely nothing. Warren had a great week, $2,137 for the week, doing absolutely nothing. So keep going. Steve Richard, $194.94 for the week. Samuela, $531 for the week. This is, I don't know who this is here. Who is this? Well, they made $1,157 for the week. Tanisha, $231 for the week. Sean Miller, $567.20 for the week. Lisa, $506 for the week. Okay, keep going. I don't know who this is here, but they made $1,225 for the week. And I'll show you one more. $1,254 for the week for Tony. Okay. Now we had a slow week last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we ended up making what?
5%.
We had 5% gain
5%
last week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. And we only got that off of what, 3 trades?
3 trades.
3 trades. We made 5%.
5%, ladies and gentlemen. So we're averaging this about what averages what 5 to 10% a week on average.
Well, this was a slow week. We really should have made somewhere between 7 to 9.
Okay.
But it was a slow week.
Gotcha.
I think Angie got a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Angie. What's your question? What is your question, Angie? While she's getting her question together,
Okay.
got a gentleman on Facebook said, is it possible to offer the bot under PAM for small investors until we can graduate to full accounts?
Offer the account
Under
under
a PAM account.
okay. So I'm not 100% familiar with the whole PAM thing. I literally just heard about it. So I'm not sure how it works. As far as I know, everybody funds their account, and then like there's a master account when someone, I guess, trades off of it. I don't know if you're going to be the master account. I don't know if that's what your plan is. So I'm not 100% sure what your question is. Because remember, the bots run on MT4. Well, if I come in on management program, could have the option to still purchase the EA bot. Yes, absolutely.
I guess we can go ahead and go into the price and everything.
Okay.
Okay. Probably people were wondering. I know Virgil had that question earlier.
Okay, so basically, for the total package of the actual bot, you get the files, you get everything, you have everything. It's 5K. Okay, but if you're under management, all you have to do is pay 2K for your license, and then you're in. But you need to have at least a 5K balance. In order to start. Now, like Angie said, if you get in management program, can you have the option to purchase the bot? Yes. If later on the line you want to purchase the bot, that's fine. You can purchase the bot. But mind you, I just want to make sure you understand, the people who pay the 2K for management, I don't charge you commission until you make that 2K back. So it's almost as if I'm not really charging you 2K, but I am charging you up front. But you do, yeah. So basically, I won't charge you until you make that 2K back on your account. But later on, if you want to purchase the bot because you have to purchase it for 5, you can still purchase it. Absolutely. I hope I answered Angie's question.
Angie did it. Hopefully that answered your question, Angie. I think his name is Saud. I don't know how to. He's the first one that asked that question on the PAM. He said, he said, I mean to ask that you can run. He said, I meant to ask that, can you run the master account and small accounts under it?
Well, I'm just gonna assume, right? I'm gonna assume on the master account, you know what? I don't think it can. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know if the PAM account, if it does, each additional account. Let's just say the master account is $10,000. Okay, and then you throw a trade comes in. I don't know if on the PAM account it will adjust the lot size based on the balance and only put the correct lot size for that particular balance. I don't know if PAM does that. I assume it does, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have to look into that, my man, on the PAM and see how that actually. I mean, PAM, like you said before, is putting your money into people putting their money all into one.
Yeah.
And then it's trading on their account automatically. But that's something we can probably look into for sure. Scroll up to see if we had any other questions. Justice said, can you repeat the price of the EA, please?
The full price of the EA is 5K. That's me giving you the full files. It's set up on your VPS. I put in the settings for you and everything. 5K. 2K, it's only 2K if you go under management, but you need at least a 5K balance. But I don't charge you commission until you make your 2K back. And as far as commission goes, commission is 50-50 split. if your account is under 5K, and then 40-60 split if your account is over 10K.
So 50-50. So ladies and gentlemen, 50-50. If your account is 10K, I mean under 10K.
Mm-hmm.
And then 60-40 if you're over 10K, you get the 40, I mean you get the 60 and we get the 40%. Okay. That's how that works there. Hopefully, Justice, that answered your question. Any other questions? Any other questions about this dynamic software? Yeah, go ahead, Angie. Go ahead, Angie. Go ahead and ask away. Another question.
Oh, I think I answered her question. If I come up with measure, could I have the options? If I purchase, can I have the option to have? Oh, if I purchase the bot, can I have the option to have you manage my bot? Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Also, I want to say, I just want to make sure. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Angie. But I also just want to say, I know everybody can't just throw a 5K and everybody has 5K. So right now we're currently, I know I wasn't doing it before, but I'm gonna accept a payment plan, but only if you're buying it outright for the 5K, I'm gonna accept a payment plan. But you have to put at least 2K down, and then you can have the conversation with Ontarian as far as how many payments you can make in order to pay the rest of the balance. But you have to put at least 2K down as far as the payment plan goes.
That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal right there.
I know it, and also remember, like I said, there's only limited 50 spots.
We're less than 50 now.
We're less than 50 now.
So ladies and gentlemen, we had 50 spots. So last week we did a webinar, around the same time. All right, same day. And we voiced that we only had a certain amount of licenses to give out, okay, or to give to the public. We announced that only 50. We only have 50 to give out. We're less than that. We're actually less than that now, because after the webinar we had a ton of sales that came in, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing this week coming up. Okay, there's a reason behind that, because we don't want to, well, I'll let Anderson explain. What's the reason behind not wanting to have everyone on this?
Yeah, because we don't want everyone on this, because once you have an EA that's profitable, and then the brokers will try some type of trick, and eventually, I'm not gonna say they're gonna ban your EA, but they'll eventually start targeting your particular EA and do something funny, like play with your spread so you can try to take a loss.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they play their little games. But in order for that to happen, you have to have at least 1,000 EAs out there, or something in that sense. So that's why right now I'm just keeping it at 50. I may potentially up it to 100, but right now I just want to keep it at 50. I want to keep it at the 50 number, just because I'm safe with that number right now, and I just want to make sure that we're good.
So that's a pretty good deal, guys. So yeah, you're able to, on a $5,000 package only, you can sign up on the payment plan. And how many payments, once they make their down payment, Anderson, are you accepting? How many payments to pay off?
I don't think I want to surpass more than I don't think I want to surpass more than 3.
Okay, so 2,000. 2,000 down. Okay. And then, so three payments to get to the 5K.
Yeah,
You don't want to surpass that, right?
I don't want to go. I don't want to go past more than 3 payments.
Okay. So 3 payments, 2,000 down. That means you got $3,000 left. 3 more payments to get to the $5,000, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Again, guys, 50 less than 50 now. So we're less than 50 licenses. All right, less than 50 licenses left. They're flying off the shelf. We just may hit this number, or we're less than 50 now. We just may hit our goal before the end of the month. That's how fast they're going. And people are getting results. We showed you results. We're going to have more results this week. Okay, because the way the software is set up to trade like a human, and it's very, very precise. You saw our numbers, documentation beats conversation. It's all about you making a decision. And the question you got to ask yourself, do I want to leverage my time and money? And a majority of you, I mean, if you don't, then that's crazy. You probably just love your job, work the rest of your life. I know if you're on here, you don't want to work the rest of your life. You want your money. You work hard for your money. Why not have your money work hard for you? That's what it's all about. Okay. So we're not at 50 licenses. We're less than 50 licenses, guys. Again, to reiterate how much it costs, 5,000 one time. With this, I saw another question in the chat. Anderson, they asked if they come in at the full 5,000, can they get your settings? I think I saw that question.
Yes, I saw that. I just want to answer Angie first. How much were you thinking about? How much were you thinking about depositing, Angie? If you pay the 5K, what number were you looking at? That's one. I think you asked us something else. How much would I owe? I don't get this question right here.
60/40.
As far as Mike, as far as settings, settings are different. Settings are not the same. Management has their own settings. People who get the bot has their own settings. The reason why that is because I have very specific settings on my management people, and when I see necessary. So no, I can't give you my personal management settings, but you will get the general settings as far as if you purchase the 5K package. Yeah, I think we could work something out, Angie. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think we can work something out. Yeah, I don't see why we can't work something out. I don't know, which question is that? This question, which question is that? I don't understand this part. Which one are you talking about, Angie? Which question? Let's see. Oh, who else?
I don't see that question she's talking about. She said, Mike said, if you purchase the full bot, how much do you charge to manage?
Same thing. There's no difference.
Yeah, Mike. So if you see the drawing right here, Mike, that I did, $2,000 for a managed account, and then of course 5,000 If you want the managed account to 5,000, it's still the same thing. Still 50-50 split. If you're under or less than 10K, 60-40 if you're greater than 10K. You get the 60 on this side, we get the 40 split. Now, this doesn't kick in. Does this kick in also after they make their money back as well?
Yeah. For who? For who?
5K. Or is that just 2K?
No, that's just for 2K.
Okay, so for the 2K, you make your 2K.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody understands. The 2K is just to get in. It's to get in. The bot costs $5,000. It costs $5,000.
Yeah.
So if you pay $5,000, you're not getting anything back. Because I'm giving you the files. I'm giving you your file. You own it. You know, on your side, you can do whatever you want with it because you own it. So I just want to make sure that clear. People paying $2,000, you're not getting a thing.
Correct.
Or you're not getting anything as far as files or anything like that on your end. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Number two, you pay your 5K and you want to be managed. Just let you know, I'll be managing it on my VPS, not your VPS. Everything will still be on my side.
Right.
I don't want you to think I'm gonna be managing it on your VPS. Absolutely not. I won't be doing it. It will still be on my side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get the question where you say, so I get managed bot with the option. I get the managed bot with the option to buy. How much will I owe? Okay, so how much will I'm not sure why you're owing anything. Remember, if you're under management, you're paying 2K. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I'm not charging you commission, Angie. I'm not charging you commission until you make your 2K back. Okay, so later on, if you want to purchase the bot still, I will give you even past. Don't. I think maybe because you're thinking about the whole limited 50. If you're under management and you still want to buy the bot, I will sell it to you. That's not a problem. That's anybody who's under management. Even though let's just say we stop selling it to the public, I will have no problem selling it to you guys. If you're already under, if you have to be under management, I have no problem selling it to you. That won't be an issue. So if you want to wait down the line a year or two later when your account's up, whatever, and you say, Anderson, I want to buy it from you, that's not a problem.
All right, Angie, hopefully that answers your question.
Hopefully that answers the question.
I don't see any more questions on Facebook. I think that
no, because you said that I have to deposit 5,000. Oh, for the balance? Yeah, that's what I said. No, I get that. I know. I'm saying if you pay for the bot, if you pay 5,000 for the bot, we can work something out. If you don't have the 5K.
Right.
We can work something. I'll work something out with you, Angie. Don't worry. If that's what you're worried about, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. If you pay the 5K, that's fine. I don't think I'm going to stress too much about but I'm not saying that I'm going to be doing this for everybody because that's not the case. Mm-hmm. But so can I get your? I don't want to put my contact out here. If you want to get with Ontarian, he can give you my contact.
All right.
Or call Ontarian, and we can do a 3 or whichever is.
Yeah, Angie, we can do a 3-way or something. You know what I'm saying? We'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, we'll get you started.
No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably going to shut it down here. Any last questions before we shut it down? Any last questions? before we shut it down. All right. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming out. Hopefully you are as excited as we are for you to grow your account, for you to make passive income, guys. This is, again, a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it literally once in a lifetime opportunity because we have less than 50 licenses left. We have satisfied customers, documented, as you saw. We got documented results. We have people I've been having a lot of people ask me for FX books. We just showed you the FX books, okay, and the Excel spreadsheet as well. So we're giving you all the information you need to make an educated decision about where you want to be financially moving forward. Okay, so if you got any more questions at all, please reach out to me. You can reach me a few different ways. Facebook, okay, get me on Facebook. If you're looking at this on YouTube, you can go below the video and book a time to speak with me. And I'll always leave my toll-free number below the video as well, so that you can call. But the best thing to do is probably to book a time to speak with me, and I can get your questions answered so you can make a solid decision moving forward. Okay. So without further ado, and then on Facebook, if you add me, please send me a friend request and message me that I can get to you as soon as possible. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for coming on. Mike, yes, Hugo's Way, sir. We recommend Hugo's Way for the broker. Okay. Yes, sir. Absolutely, Angie. Absolutely. Yeah. Just Angie, I think you got my my link where you can book a time to speak with me. Go ahead and do that. If not, I'll text you. Okay. Or I'll just message you on Facebook. All right. Well, Anderson, we appreciate you, man.
Okay.
Powerful presentation, powerful tool and software and opportunity we have for people here, man. Like I say, it is phenomenal, and I'm excited to be involved, and I'm excited for our clients as well. Very excited about what the future holds too. It's just going to be a great ride. So for those of you who lock arms with us, guess what? You won't be sorry. Okay, it's going to be a great decision that you're going to make for yourself and your family. All right. So without further ado, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll be in touch. Again, reach out to us if you have any questions. We'll be happy to help you out. All right. You guys have a good night. Take care.